Terima kasih. Welcome to the JAPFA family. And let's begin our collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Renaldo. Your speech makes me easier to deliver official speech from the Ministry of Finance.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan.
A very good morning and a very welcome to the Minister of National Development Planning, Professor Dr. Insinyur Rahmat Pambudi, MS. Bapak Menteri, thank you so much for being here with us, for gracing us with your presence. We do really appreciate it. Would like to welcome as well President Director of PT JAPFA Comfit Indonesia Tbk, Bapak Renaldo Santosa.
Good morning to you as well, sir.
And of course to all distinguished guests and our JAPFA family.
Yes, of course. It's a very good morning, and it truly is an honor to see everyone gathered here in this ballroom. So thank you so much for attending. Now, ladies and gentlemen, allow us to introduce ourselves. My name is Rahma Alia, and my partner here, Rory Ashari. We're having the honor to welcome you to
JAPFA for Indonesia Emas 2045, nurturing collaboration in food security. Let's once again give a big round of applause for today's conference, Achieving Food Security for Indonesia Emas 2045.
Bapak Ibu hadirin yang kami hormati, perkenankan kami untuk memandu acara ini dalam menggunakan bahasa Inggris. Dan apabila Anda membutuhkan penerjemahan bahasa, telah tersedia alat penerjemah bahasa yang sudah disediakan di area registrasi di bagian luar.
Anda pun bisa meminta teman-teman panitia untuk mengambilkan atau membawakan translation device apabila Anda memerlukan. So let's get back to business.
Yes, of
We've
course.
got a jam-packed agenda today. So this event brings together thought leaders, policymakers, industry representatives, and also stakeholders to discuss the future of Indonesia's food ecosystem and the enhancement of food security in Indonesia. It also shows JAPFA's commitment to supporting the Indonesian government's vision of achieving Indonesia Emas 2045, where the development of sustainable, collaborative, and innovative food ecosystem is one of the key aspects.
Yes, and it is very timely to discuss all of the topics regarding food security, food safety as well. So today there will be 3 panel discussions that we hope you can gain invaluable insights as well as inspirations from. The first panel will focus on the role of the government's policy in shaping a robust food ecosystem. And the second panel will focus on the untapped potential of the blue economy in fostering food security here in the country.
And last but not least, the third panel discussion will address the importance of a balanced nutrition in childhood for the well-being of the nation. We're going to discuss about stunting, we're going to discuss about wasting. And if you'd like to get the most out of this event today, please stay until the end of today's program.
Yes, no
until
more
this
stunting.
session, the last session of the, today's program, yeah?
Of course, because we want to have the young generation as healthy as possible, as like you, Rory, when they grow up, right? All right, so let's not waste any more time to kick off today's jam-packed agenda. Here to present a welcoming remarks, please welcome the President Director PT JAPFA Confit Indonesia Tbk, Bapak Reynaldo Santosa.
Semangat. Yeah. His Excellency Bapak Rahmat Pamudi, Minister of National Development Planning, Republic of Indonesia. Welcome. Esteemed speakers, Bapak Agung Suganda, Mr. Rahendra Aryal, Pak Profesor Rohmin Dahuri, Bapak Rahmat Mulyanda, Bapak Tubagus Hairu, Bapak Dadan Hindayana, dan Profesor Syafiq. Distinguished guests and JAPFA representatives, ladies and gentlemen, selamat pagi dan selamat datang di acara JAPFA Seminar, Nurturing Collaboration in Food Security. It is an honor to be here with you today as we are brought together by a shared commitment to enhancing food security and nutrition in our communities. I am happy to see such a diverse audience, both here and online. I would like to extend a special welcome to Minister Rahmat Pamudi for joining us today. His leadership at Ministry of National Development Planning is instrumental in advancing President Prabowo's vision for a resilient and self-sufficient food system. This renewed focus on food self-sufficiency is a critical step toward empowering local production, fighting malnutrition, and ultimately shaping a stronger foundation for our nation's future. I also want to thank the esteemed speakers for sharing their insights, experience, and knowledge in today's discussion. With over 50 years of experience, JAPFA plays a key role in meeting the protein needs of Indonesia and the region. By providing affordable, nutritious, staple proteins, JAPFA aims to actively contribute to advancing Indonesia's vision towards food security and self-sufficiency. Today, we bring together thought leaders, policymakers, and industry representatives to develop innovative strategies, establish frameworks that will sustainable growth and build a resilient food ecosystem for future generations. This gathering comes at a crucial time. Our food ecosystem faces growing pressure from population growth, climate change, and geopolitical uncertainties. Now is our chance to create a resilient and sustainable food system that strengthens self-sufficiency and secures Indonesia's food future. Our discussion will delve into key topics from the foundational role of government and policy to the untapped potential of the blue economy. Finally, a sustainable food ecosystem begins with investing in the health and well-being of our youngest citizens. This is not only a moral imperative, but also a strategic priority for our nation's future. We appreciate the government's program that emphasizes adequate nutrition for the younger generation to enhance their well-being and unlock Indonesia's full potential. At JAPFA, we share the vision that proper nutrition is essential to breaking the cycle of stunting, and that no child should be left behind. Through initiatives like JAPFA for Kids, we have made meaningful progress in addressing malnutrition and promoting healthy diets. We work closely with communities and schools to implement programs, empowering children and communities to reach their full potential. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each of you here today for your dedication to building a sustainable, resilient food ecosystem in Indonesia. Let us engage openly, think boldly, and team up to empower future generations. Together, we can pave the way to Indonesia Emas 2045, a future where food security and nutrition are not just aspirations, but realities for all of us. Terima kasih, welcome to the JAPFA family, and let's begin our collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Bapak Ronaldo Santosa, thank you very much for your insights and for your opening remarks. And from Bapak Ronaldo, we learned that, or maybe some of you are quite surprised though, that the leader is pretty young. But we need young mindset. No matter how old we are, we need young mindset to be agile and to be adaptive.
I agree.
To
Not
current
only
changes,
young,
right?
but very motivated, high-spirited, semangat.
Semangat, terima
Yeah.
kasih sekali lagi. And we will, as Bapak Ronaldo mentioned, we will discuss the future of Indonesia's food ecosystem, food sufficiency, and the enhancement of food security in the country. And hopefully, today's event will also produce recommendations and framework that will be useful to shape the future of our food ecosystem.
Yes, and we are very relieved as well that JAPFA is very committed in supporting the government's program, especially in food security and food sufficiency for the benefit of the future of Indonesia. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is a privilege as well to introduce Minister of National Development Planning, Professor Dr. Insinyur Rahmat Pambudi MS, to deliver his keynote speech. Please join me in welcoming Bapak Rahmat Pambudi.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi. Om Swastiastu, Shalom, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Good morning everybody. Thank you very much for inviting me. I am now not only professor in Bogor Agriculture University, but since 21st October, President Prabowo appointed me as a Minister of National Planning, so I'm here now. Yang saya hormati Bapak Menteri Bungaran Saragi, Pak Bungaran Saragi, Menteri Pertanian, tahun 2000 sampai 2004, 2000 sampai 2001 Menteri Kehutanan, Bapak Profesor Bungaran Saragi yang saya hormati. Bapak Jenderal Samsi Siregar, Bapak Jenderal Ito, Bapak Rahmat Padada, kemudian ada Pak Hotman Paris Hutapea. Pak Hotman Paris Hutapea, terima kasih. Dulu waktu kita susah dibantu, kita lawan perusahaan sangat besar, tapi Pak Hotman Paris bisa memenangkan, rupanya memang dari dulu sudah hebat. Terima kasih Pak Hotman Paris. Pak Arwanto, Pak Bambang, siapa lagi? Oh, ada representatif FAO. Thank you for coming. Ada satu, kalau saya sebut satu-satu saya nggak mulai. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, to be frank, it's not easy to stand in front of all of you. So before I've come here, I should think again and again why I'm here, why I should be here. So let me introduce a little bit, or let me explain a little bit why I'm here, why I should be here. Thank you, Pak Ronaldo. Your speech make me easier to deliver official speech from the Ministry of Bapenas. Even though we are in the different generation, but you give me direction that we should achieve for Indonesian in 2045. And I think this is also why Pak Samsir, Pak Ito struggling for. And that's why I should stand here. That's because, again, Pak Samsir. And that's because of Pak Samsir. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, as Pak Reynaldo gives speech, currently the Ministry of National Development Planning in the progress to finalize the National Medium-Term Development Plan 2025-2029, which serves as the implementation of the vision and mission of the elected President Prabowo, as we know as Astacita. These documents also refers to the National Long-Term Development Plan 2025-2045. The document comprehensively outlined policy direction, national priority project across multiple sectors to raise the target of achieving 8% economic growth, reducing extremely poverty to 0%, and improving human resource quality. This position as a guideline for all development actors in Indonesia. It's including government, businesses, academia, and civil society to achieve the national significant goals, as President Director of JAPFA mentioned before. And thank you, Pak Reynaldo. The National Plan 2025-2029, including 8 national priority line with Astacita mission of the President. This priority reflects the government commitment to accelerating development in strategic sector, including the transformation of food system. The second priority of Astacita emphasized food security as a core aspect of national independence, alongside strengthening national defense and security systems. Here, the government stresses the importance of food self-sufficiency through agriculture innovation, digital technology utilization, and the adoption of green and blue economies, again, as what already President Director Reynaldo said before. This effort ensuring not only sufficient food supply, but also environmental sustainability and global competitiveness. And then the third national priority focuses on development integrated infrastructure to support productivity in agro-maritime sector through entrepreneurship and active cooperative roles. Meanwhile, the sixth national priority aims to develop villages as a center of agro-maritime-based economic growth, reducing economic inequality and eradicate poverty. Honorable guests, to address all challenges, the government aims to establish eco-region-based food system utilizing local resources and wisdom, targeting an increase in food security index to 80.72 by 2029, reducing the prevalences of sufficient food consumption to 4.41%, and increasing the rice production by 20 million tons from 25 to 29. And this effort focused reducing import key food system and improving farmer welfare. Food self-sufficiency is supported by various priority interventions, including increasing agricultural land productivity, fertilizer and seed subsidies, local and aquatic food development, and food data digitalization. Additionally, food estate program in various regions, and we should also control everything, including food biofortification, are implemented to maintain national food security. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia has significant economic potential from food sufficiency. By historically, the agriculture, forestry, fisheries sector contribute 22.72% to GDP in 1984 when Indonesia achieved rice self-sufficiency. Although this contribution declined to 12.53% by 2023, but the sector remains one of the largest sources of employment, engaging 72% million workers directly. So we need new transformation. We need transforming the food system, and the transforming food system is vital to restoring the sector's competitiveness and supporting the national economy. Beyond its economic impact, food self-sufficiency ensures nutritious food availability, particularly through health nutritious meals, or we call it the Healthy Nutritious Meals Program. And this program targets 82 million beneficiaries, including school children, pregnant women, and also the children what we have to support. Increased production of meat, eggs, and fish will be meet nutrition needs while reducing dependence on food import. Ladies and gentlemen, its potential food system transforming face several challenges. Most enterprises in the sector are micro scale, making it difficult to create quality jobs. And that's what we still should work together. Honorable guests, developing production sector of cooperative is key strategy for promoting, including sustainable food system transformation. Cooperative play a central role in managing priority commodities such as rice, corn, milk, fish, seaweed, palm oil, coffee, horticulture, and more. This model combines small-scale farmer group with larger-scale cooperatives to strengthen the national food industry structure. This synergy enhances production capacity, distribution efficiency, and competitiveness both domestically and internationally. Ladies and gentlemen, effort to accelerate medium-scale enterprise in a food cooperative development in fishery, livestock, and agriculture sector start by strengthening core businesses. This including improving production input like seed, seedling, and feed, developing value-added product, and applying advanced technology. The government emphasized leadership capacity building, enhancing managerial skill, professionalism, and the entrepreneurship rooted in creativity, accountability, and market orientation. Distinguished participants, finally, I emphasize the importance of food transformation for achieving self-sufficiency, ecological sustainability, and improving public nutrition and health, transforming the food system towards sustainability, resilience, and eco-region-based inclusive is the key addressing for food security challenges. Again, food transformation is not solely the government responsibility, but requires active participation from all stakeholders, from the private sector to the public. Therefore, I invite all of you to actively participate and collaborate in strengthening and developing a robust, sovereign, and sustainable food system for current future generation. May Almighty God bless our effort. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Terima kasih banyak Bapak Menteri Rahmat Pambudi. Bapak mohon tetap di atas panggung, Pak.
Again, it's not easy to be a minister.
But very inspiring speech indeed from our minister.
If I'm still professor, I can speak whatever I want. But now it cannot.
Now it has to be politically correct ya Pak ya. Boleh dong kita beri aplaus yang meriah sekali lagi untuk Bapak Menteri. Bapak kami mohon untuk tetap di atas panggung dan bergabung bersama kami mungkin di tengah panggung Bapak. Kita akan ada sedikit prosesi pemberian plakard penghargaan.
Iya.
Tapi yang jelas menarik sekali apa yang disampaikan oleh Bapak Menteri tadi, and we learned so much, including Astacita and the priorities of the government. There are 8 quick wins, Bapak Menteri, if I'm not mistaken, one of which is providing free lunch and milk in schools, as well as nutritional assistance for toddlers and pregnant women. This is very interesting and this is very important as we would like to fight against stunting and wasting.
Indeed, and our target are actually quite high. We are targeting 8% of economic growth, eradicate extreme poverty, development of human resources as well.
That's right. Now we'd like to invite Bapak Ronaldo Santosa back on the stage to present a token of appreciation to Professor Rahmat Pambudi. It's easier to be professor as you can speak whatever you want, he said, right?
That's
Rather than
right.
being a minister that has to be politically correct.
Ya, dan marilah kita saksikan bersama-sama inilah momen token of appreciation dari JAPFA kepada Bapak Menteri, kepada Menteri Rahmat Pambudi. Terima kasih sekali lagi Pak untuk supportnya terhadap event ini.
And we would like to invite, please join us on stage, President Commissioner of PT JAPFA Confit Indonesia Tbk, Bapak Haji Syamsir Siregar. Silakan Pak Syamsir, kami undang atas panggung untuk juga berfoto bersama.
Yes, and I'd like to also welcome to the stage Vice President Commissioner PT JAPFA Confit Indonesia Tbk, Bapak Bambang Budi Hendarto.
Commissioner of PT JAPFA Confit Indonesia Tbk, Bapak Hendrik Kolonas.
And next, would like to also invite to the stage Commissioner PT JAPFA Confit Indonesia Tbk, Bapak Ito Sumardi Juni Sanyoto.
Next is the Vice President Director of PT JAPFA Confit Indonesia Tbk, Bapak Tan Yong Nang.
Yes, and I'd like to also welcome to the stage Director of PT JAPFA Confit Indonesia Tbk, Bapak Antonius Harwanto SS.
Next is Director of PT JAPFA Confit Indonesia Tbk, Bapak Leo Handoko Laksono.
And the last, but of course not the least, let's welcome to the stage Director of PT JAPFA Confit Indonesia Tbk, Bapak Rakat Indrajaya.
We casually call him Pak Dada. Pak Dada, welcome on stage.
Silakan Pak.
So let's give a big round of applause for the BOD and BOC of JAPFA Confit Tbk.
Yes, and of course the Minister. And let's use this opportunity for a photo session. Bapak-bapak, mohon kami akan hitung mundur ya untuk smile-nya dulu dan pose-nya untuk foto ini. Di 3, 2, 1.
Smile. Boleh kita kepalkan tangan ke atas Bapak-bapak agar semangat. Yuk kita kepalkan ke atas.
Seperti tadi Bapak Ronaldo sudah sampaikan ya, semangat.
Bukan sarangeo ya, tapi kita kepalkan tangan ke atas. Yuk. 3, 2, 1. Sekali lagi aplaus yang meriah untuk BOD and BOC JAPFA Confit Indonesia Tbk. Terima kasih Bapak Menteri telah hadir dan juga terima kasih kepada para BOD dan BOC for opening this event with a high tone. Sekali lagi dan kami juga mengharapkan Bapak Ibu untuk tetap stay di acara ini sampai dengan akhir nanti, because we have 3 different panel discussions that we hope and we believe will enrich you with many insights and invaluable things for you to take home for. So we do hope you stay with us until the end of today's program.
Ya, Bapak-bapak, jadi kita akan membahas lebih jauh mengenai berbagai topik terkait dengan food security dan food sufficiency untuk Indonesia. So ladies and gentlemen, today indeed marks an extraordinary moment as we come together to discuss an issue of great importance to the future of our nation, that is food security.
Food security was highlighted by Bapak Menteri as well as Asta Cita as the President Prabowo's priority, and food security plays a significant role into that Asta Cita principles or dreams, and this also in line with our vision in 2045, which is Indonesia Emas 2045. Now, with the vision of achieving Indonesia Emas 2045, this event reflects JAPFA commitment to supporting the development of sustainable, collaborative, and innovative food ecosystem.
Yes, and as an agrarian and maritime country, Indonesia holds immense potential. However, realizing food sovereign requires innovative strategies, adaptive regulatory policies, and most importantly, collaborative spirit from various stakeholders.
And once again, kami juga mengucapkan terima kasih kepada Bapak Menteri Profesor Rahmat Pambudi yang telah berkenan hadir di acara kami hari ini. Kami mendengar Anda harus melanjutkan ke agenda selanjutnya, jadi kami mengucapkan terima kasih sekali lagi telah bergabung bersama dengan kami, the Minister of National Development Planning, Profesor Dr. Insinyur Rahmat Pambudi, MS.
Terima kasih Bapak, selamat melanjutkan tugas berikutnya.